Hello, you're watching HW News. The Supreme Court today has sought more details into the Rafale fighter jet deal from the Modi government, asking it to submit the pricing of costs and advantages of the deal in a sealed cover within 10 days. A bench of Chief Justice of India Ranjan, Gogoi and Justices U. Lalit and K.M. Joseph heard the bench of petitions seeking a probe into the alleged irregularities associated with the deal. Let us hear what Congress National Spokesperson Randeep Singh Surjewala has to say about it.
Modi government's boat of corruption will no longer sail, for Supreme Court wants to know the truth of Rafale. Corruption-loaded BJP government can no longer remain investigation-free. The accused can no longer run away from JPC, Joint Parliamentary Committee investigation. India now knows that the effect of Rafale is transparency fail, Make in India fail, government PSU fail, employment fail. रफेल की भ्रष्टाचार से घबराई मोदी शाह की जोड़ी और इसीलिए उन्होंने सीबीआई तोड़ी। पर मोदी जी, अब आपकी रबड़ की बोट की हवा निकल चुकी है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश के बाद जेपीसी की जांच करवानी ही पड़ेगी।
Have today with us a managing editor Sujit Nair. Welcome to the show, sir. Sujit, we have always maintained that a fish can be smelled concerning the pricing of this Rafale deal, and we have always spoken in our shows previously. What do you have to say about it now?
See, Anusha, the deal is like this. Okay, when the first time when we did a show and when we spoke about Rafale, like a lot of other channels, okay, we always maintained that there is some problem here. Okay, there is some problem. Problem number one, the deal, the price is a huge question mark.
Right.
Okay, 436, 456 to 1,600. I mean, what a range. Okay, the second thing we said is, how did Anil Ambani come into the picture? What is the credential of Anil Ambani to come into the picture, or his group? When I meant by Anil Ambani, I don't mean the person, but the group. What credential does his company has to come into the picture? Okay, so this entire thing, you know, we were trolled like nobody's business. Though the video went viral, but we were trolled like nobody's business, saying that oh, this is fully loaded. What exactly is fully loaded aircraft? What are you talking about? Is this a car that you have a deck and a power window and an air conditioner and lights? What exactly are you talking about? What do you mean by fully loaded? Okay, so that's the first thing. And fully loaded, can an aircraft cost be priced at 436 crores and then fully loaded version be 1,600 crores? That means 4 times the price of the aircraft. I mean, it sounded ridiculous. Okay, number one. Number two. Okay, there was this entire talk about, oh, it is going to cause it is a national security issue.
Right.
The defense minister of India had gone out to the parliament and said that, oh, it is a national problem. It is a defense issue. You cannot be speaking about it. Why? The price of the aircraft is not only known by Indians and Indian forces, it is also known by France.
Right.
Even the France government know what the price is. So what is the big secret? When the France government knows what the price is, why can't Indian people know what the price is? So somewhere down the line, what secret are you talking about? Is this a secret between France and India, where Indians don't know what the thing is? Okay, so that's another very, very valid question. Secondly, this Rafale, listen, this is an open deal. Rafale aircraft is a off-the-shelf aircraft. It is not that it is made for Indian environment or Indian Air Force and all that.
Right.
It's like an Apple phone. It is off the shelf. Okay, so the specifications are there. You go into the website, you will find the specifications. If you want to really probe into it, you can figure out what the specifications is. So what are you literally trying to hedge? What are you trying to hide? Why are you not talking about it? Third point we raised, and very valid point we thought was, why can't BJP face the JPC?
Right.
Why can't they go and talk to the Joint Parliamentary Committee?
Right.
Why can't they be probed by a Joint Parliamentary Committee? Now that is where Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, Honorable Defence Minister, said, no, it is a matter of defence. It is secret.
You cannot
we
disclose
go.
that. Right.
Now, I want to draw your attention to one very vital point. You see, the same party in 1996, okay, had asked for a Joint Parliamentary Committee probe on Congress government for Bofors deal. Now, how can Bofors deal be okay, and Rafale deal be harmful to the country. So probe on Bofors is fine, but probe on Rafale is harmful. Okay, so all in all fronts it sounded right. Another few things that we were trolled in. Rafale, Dassault, which is the company that manufactures Rafale, didn't want to tie up with HAL, but they wanted to tie up with Anil Ambani Group. Give me a break. A company that is manufacturing aircraft doesn't want to tie up with another company, which is a government-run company in India that manufactures aircraft, but wants to go and tie up with a company which has got nothing to do with aircraft, that is Anil Ambani Group, purely because they liked him, I guess. I don't know what the logic was. Okay, so that was another very, very imperative question. The fourth and the most imperative question is, it's a defense deal, for crying out loud. It's something that our defense uses. Okay, aircraft is for our defense. Now, please understand, would you trust the maintenance and caretaking of that aircraft more by a government company which is owned by the public of India, okay, or a private hand which is owned by one individual? Okay, or maybe a bunch of individuals who handles that company. Who would you trust your airplane with, your defense airplane with, that protects your country? Who would you trust it with? With a government company like HAL or with a private company like Anil? So in all fronts, there were a lot of questions. Okay, there was absolute misinformation that was spread in our country through the famous technology of WhatsApp, because nowadays all the statistics and data doesn't come from government websites. It normally comes from WhatsApp. One doesn't want to get into that, but let us leave it at that. But the point that I'm trying to say, with these things, you had things like, the price is high because it is fully loaded. It is dangerous for the country, so we cannot reveal the price. Right. It is okay because, we don't know anything about it. The Dassault tied up with Anil Ambani because they didn't want to tie up with HAL. I mean, these arguments were absolutely ridiculous, Anusha. And yes, it is nice that the Supreme Court has asked to get to the bottom of this.
Right.
See, I am not saying that therefore BJP has done something wrong or something right. I don't want to get into that. All I want to say is, if there is nothing wrong, what is the problem? Doodh ka doodh, pani ka pani, man. Go and say that, this is it. This is what we said. This is what it is. This is the deal, and this is it. Put it on the table. End of story. Possibly next time nobody will dare question a BJP decision.
Right.
So that was the point.
Now, sir, Attorney General K.K. Venugopal had also recently said that since the election is nearing and the Rafale deal is a very sensitive issue that has been taken up by the opposition and it should be deferred. Whereas the CJI...
Why should it be deferred? Please let me understand the logic. Okay? There is something that concerns the nation.
Right.
It is my money, your safety, my safety, as a citizen of this country. Okay, so election is happening, so safety money baad mein dekhte ho, pehle election jeetne do. Arey, what nonsense. If there is a problem, then the person who is going to vote should know what the problem is. What does it mean that we should defer it for 4 months? I think the CJI, the Supreme Court, is absolutely correct in saying that, listen, it is time, this is the right time, and this is when it should be spoken about. If there is a problem, then this problem should be sorted out. It would have been nice if this had gone to the JPC, sorted out in JPC, and it would have come, everything would have come in due course.
Right.
Like it should have been. But no, when they didn't want to go to the JPC, when they were forced to be taken to the Supreme Court, now the Supreme Court will investigate on it, or it will pass its judgment on it, will probe into this. Now that is it.
Right.
I mean, you can't keep things waiting because there is an election, for crying out loud.
Even Ranjan Gogoi had said that it is not our job to wait for it.
Absolutely, it's a country's security, for crying out loud. It is about the money that the country is spending. So yes, of course, I completely agree to the CGI. I mean, not that he cares for my agreement, but all the same, I think what the CGI says.
So what do you think that Ranjan Gogoi, how is he handling this entire?
I have no idea how is he handling it, but I hope he handles it right. I hope. See, I am absolutely certain that, somewhere down the line, one has to get into the bottom of this. Right. Okay, this should not be a shoddy operation. One has to get into the bottom of this. India, in somebody's famous terms, India needs to know what exactly is the problem. Okay, India needs to know what the problem is. India needs to know why this aircraft was bought. India needs to know why the price was increased. And of course, we all need to know as citizens of India as to why was this deal gone to Anil Ambani? Because he's got money.
Right.
No core competency, never built an aircraft in his life, no company that built aircraft. Why did it go to him? Was it purely because he had a lot of money? Is that the reason? Because he had the I don't think he has a lot of money because there's a lot of financial issues that the company is in. But yeah, he has the resources to collect a lot of money. Is that the only reason why this went to Anil Ambani? Of course, the country would like to know. Yeah. So therefore, yes, really looking forward for to find out what exactly the Supreme Court takes, what stand does the Supreme Court take on this.
Right. So India had signed an agreement with France for the purchase of 36 Rafale fighter aircraft in the fly-away condition as a part of the upgrading progress of this Indian Air Force equipment. But seems like it is not going the way it was planned, as the Supreme Court has sought more details into the Rafale fighter jet deal from the Modi government, asking to submit the pricing of the cost of the deal within 10 days. Now let's wait and watch how this entire issue unfolds. For more news updates, log on to www.hwnews.in.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.